We've all been there, haven't we? Staring at a pile of articles, research papers, notes, feeling completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, wondering how anyone could possibly synthesize all this information, figure out what actually matters.
And yeah, that's really what this deep dive is all about. Taking a stack of material, filtering out the noise.
Pulling out the essential knowledge, those surprising facts, those aha moments, tailored just for you.
Think of it as a shortcut, maybe, to being genuinely well-informed.
Guided by someone who's already wrestled with the complexity and can show you the most important paths through it.
And today, we are tackling a fascinating stack provided by one of you, our listeners.
Right. This deep dive is into excerpts from a guide titled 31 Days to Masculinity, a guide to help men live authentic lives.
So what is this guide exactly?
Well, it's a program laid out over a month. It offers daily challenges, reflections,
And the stated goal?
to help men fundamentally change their mindset and habits to, as the author puts it, live authentic lives.
And the style.
Yeah.
It's very direct.
Incredibly direct, yeah. No nonsense, pulls no punches at all.
So our mission today is to unpack the core ideas, the key challenges, and the underlying philosophy presented in this guide.
Exactly. To extract the most important takeaways so you can really understand its unique approach to self-improvement and masculinity.
Okay, let's unpack this. Where does it start?
It begins with what can only be described as a really stark premise, right?
Yeah, it is a good word for it.
It starts by arguing that if you've tried to make significant changes in your life before and, consistently fallen short,
The reason isn't external.
nope, it's internal. The source states, and this is a direct quote, "The failure was yours. You are the problem."
Wow. Okay. That's intense.
It is. It squarely places responsibility on the individual, but then the guide immediately balances that out.
How so?
With the flip side,
Hmm.
the beauty in accepting this is that you are also the solution.
Ah, okay. So if you own the problem,
You own the power to fix it. Exactly.
that's a powerful reframing, isn't it?
Yeah,
It shifts everything to radical internal responsibility.
definitely. And the guide talks a lot about battling that internal resistance, that little voice in your head.
The one that makes excuses. It's okay to skip just this one little rule. It doesn't really matter.
Right, that voice. But the author is absolutely unwavering here. He says, "Brother, everything I advise throughout the next month matters."
No exceptions.
None. He emphasizes that the daily challenges, even things like, say, doing push-ups, they aren't just physical tasks.
So it's not about the push-ups themselves.
Not entirely. It's about the choice to do them, the act of overriding that internal voice of resistance.
He actually writes, it's choosing to do the push-ups that will change the wiring of your mind.
See? It's a program deeply rooted in this idea that mindset and habit are transformed through consistent, intentional action.
Which fits perfectly with the motto introduced early on.
Acta, non verba.
Deeds, not words. A focus on action above all else.
Exactly. So that's a starting point. Radical self-responsibility battling internal excuses.
Okay. And then the guide seems to zero in on the common struggles it claims modern men face.
It does. It lists a number of things men supposedly feel deeply. Things like sensing a wife's perceived disgust or judgment.
About what? Weight. Like a passion.
Yeah, things like that. Or experiencing suicidal ideation but being too afraid to act.
Which, according to the guide, just festers into self-hate. Grim stuff.
Very grim. And there's the observation that some men mask weakness with, like loud talk or bullying.
Which the guide sees as pure compensation for deep insecurity.
Right. It also talks about a fundamental lack of self-knowledge, just sort of passively existing.
Feeling numb, apathetic, lost because they played life too safe.
And that really basic human need, simply wanting to be loved maybe by their wife, their family.
But constantly grappling with feeling not good enough.
Yeah. And the source lays the blame for these feelings squarely on societal pressure.
Arguing that men are pressured from birth to repress who they are and their true feelings on anything.
And the call to action that follows is, well, it's pretty dramatic.
What does it say?
Today we break their hold. Today you stop avoiding the harsh reality that there is a noose around your neck.
Wow. And that you've been balancing on a chair for days, weeks, months, or even years, trying not to fall and lose it all.
Intense imagery, right, to diagnose the problem.
Definitely. So, to build the strength to break free, the guide establishes a daily foundation, core rules, discipline.
Yes, and these aren't suggestions. They're presented as absolute non-negotiables for the entire 31 days.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Okay, well, there's a strict rule against any solo sexual activity. No masturbation, edging, or even touching for pleasure for the whole month.
But it clarifies that sex with a partner is okay.
Yes, it does specify that. It says sex is permitted, but not with yourself.
And linked to that, I assume, is a ban on porn.
Correct. No watching porn or any provocative images because the guide explicitly states this will lead to you breaking Rule 1.
Makes sense within that framework. What else? Physical discipline.
Oh, yeah.
You will do 100 push-ups every day, and it emphasizes 0 excuses and maintaining proper form. Okay, 100 push-ups daily.
Yeah.
What about mental habits?
A core intellectual habit is introduced. You must start reading a book, even just a few pages at first.
The habit itself is the focus.
Precisely. And socially, a key rule is to start giving genuine answers to people.
Just stop avoiding conflict. State your true opinion.
Exactly. Especially, it says, when someone whose life is your responsibility asks you something, be direct.
Okay. Any others jump out?
There's a direct instruction to remove a vice if it's problematic. Drinking, pot if it's unproductive, or numbing pain.
Or even being overweight, if that's the identified way.
Right, that needs to go for the month.
Yeah.
And then there are rules about the program itself.
Like reading it day by day.
Yes, read one day at a time, do not skip ahead. It frames itself as a process, not something to skim.
And the simplest one.
Every day there will be a challenge, you must complete it. Simple, but demanding.
And the why behind some of these rules connects back to that core idea, right? The mindset shift.
Absolutely. The push-ups build mental fortitude through deliberate action. Reading builds focus. Genuine answers cultivate integrity.
It's all about building that disciplined internal bedrock.
Exactly. From there, the guide encourages breaking out of established molds, starting with routine itself.
Routine gets a bad rap here.
It does. The guide argues that men fall into predictable routines, and while habits are good, constant routine can be detrimental.
Especially in an age of comfort.
Right. Predictable, it says, is boring.
And nobody wants to be boring. So the idea is to actively break another boundary.
Yeah, and shift your entire perspective.
How? By experiencing more.
Precisely. This leads to the call to go out and experience the world. It's about deliberately choosing to accumulate memories.
Rather than just stuff.
Yeah.
Avoiding mundane mediocrity.
Yeah, and the source warns redundancy without progress leads to regret.
Does it give examples of how to break routine?
It does, drawing from earlier days in the program. Things like making movie night and experience, floor forts, flashlights, whatever.
Reading to kids with different voices. Family cooking night.
Yep. Date nights at new places, stargazing, even a messy paint night. It also mentions this hang a Polaroid idea.
To have tangible reminders of those created memories. I like that.
Me too. From breaking routine, the guide makes a strong pivot on day 4.
To minimalism.
Exactly. It directly confronts the societal message that more equals better.
And advocates for what it calls a Spartan mindset.
Which basically means getting rid of things you simply don't use. Decluttering.
What's the benefit supposed to be?
The source says, pretty intuitively, that clutter in your physical life is creating clutter in your mind.
So removing excess stuff leads to a more efficient life.
That's the claim. It suggests clearing out things like unimpactful books, duplicate tools.
Or just stuff you own just because.
Yeah.
Which the author calls a loser's mindset if you can't justify his purpose. Harsh.
It is harsh. Options for getting rid of stuff are the usual. Give away, sell, junk it. He mentions his own box of wires he kept just in case.
That kind of clutter. And the guide is quite blunt about it.
Very. We have too much and live too little. We fix this today. It urges you not to fear parting with possessions.
We own them, they don't own us.
Right. And it even suggests applying this to your family's excess stuff, too. Ask yourself, why do I own this, if no clear purpose?
It's holding you back mentally. Okay,
Yeah.
So internal state, daily discipline, breaking routines, decluttering physical space. What's next?
Now the guide turns further inward. It discusses spirituality and the need for alone time.
It argues that modern distractions, gadgets, responsibilities, expectations keep men from ever being truly alone with themselves.
That's the core argument.
Yeah.
And it contends this lack of solitude is actively killing the spiritual aspect of masculinity.
So what's the challenge here?
Day 5 challenge is very specific. Spend 1 hour completely alone, no distractions whatsoever.
Phone off, no radio, no music, nothing.
Nothing. The stated purpose is to create space to listen to that voice inside you, the genuine self who's been repressed.
Ignored, tuned out for years.
Right. The guide claims this leads to deeper comfort with who you are, allows for total immersion in a book, even enhances your connection to the world.
Like truly feeling a breeze again, or seeing colors as more vibrant.
Yeah, those kinds of heightened senses. The author shares his own experience of driving his commute with the radio off.
As a form of meditation in motion.
Exactly. And day 6 recaps this, noting that facing those thoughts, you usually avoid admitting failures. Feeling your true feelings can be terrifying, but it's essential.
It's about choosing to unplug from the barrage of updates and distractions.
Seems like a key insight here is carving out space for self-awareness in this hyper-connected world.
Absolutely. Deliberately creating that internal quiet.
Okay. So following this, the guide gets strategic.
Yes, focuses on managing key resources, time and money.
Day 6 links them explicitly, saying they're completely correlated.
Yep, time is the most valuable resource, needs to be spent intentionally on worthy people and endeavors.
And money is earned from dedicating time. Makes sense. It introduces 2 concepts for identifying waste. Time vampires.
People who complain but don't act.
Right?
Or your own bad habits like endless scrolling. Analysis paralysis.
Exactly. And then dime vampires.
Those small recurring expenses that suck you dry, daily coffee, lunches out, unused subscriptions.
Video games you don't play.
Right.
Right. The solution offered is to audit where your time and money actually go.
To see why you aren't where you want to be.
And once you see the vampires, cut them off.
Okay. Then day 7 introduces standards, using a metaphor.
The gas pedal metaphor. Intensity varies, right? Sometimes you push hard, sometimes you coast.
But the guide argues coasting in one area doesn't justify poor performance elsewhere.
Forcefully. The example is stressful work isn't an excuse for being an exhausted dad or husband.
It pushes for compartmentalizing.
Yes. It asks you directly, are you only showing your wife and children exhausted you Monday through Friday?
Ouch. The idea is distinct compartments for each life area.
Work, family, personal development, etc. Each needs its own focused energy, its own pedal.
Reinforcing that core idea.
Yeah.
You've got to fill the roles. Husband, brother, son, father, and an authentic man.
And success isn't an endpoint. It's about continuous self-improvement to the grave.
So beyond the internal stuff and habits, it also gets into external presentation.
Significantly. Day 9, look the part. It goes beyond just clothes.
Urging you to check if your presence and clothes are matching what your body and mind are saying.
And it directly challenges old ideas, arguing caring for appearance is masculine, not weak or feminine.
It gets specific, too. Fix your face.
Beard shave care, proper haircuts, mentions an Edelman-style face wash, lotion. The author says his own skin is great because I give a shit.
Okay, fix your body.
Dress for your current size, work for the size you want. Clothes that fit properly, not baggy or too tight.
Then there's go bushwhacking. This is about body hair.
Hygiene, yeah. Pubes, armpits, back patches. Gets very candid. Suggests trimming pubes with a 0 guard.
To potentially enhance appearance.
Okay.
And armpits with the 12 guard. Even suggests asking wife for help with the back.
And it even addresses underwear. Buy nicer pairs. Asks if you expect nice lingerie from her, what are you doing?
The point is, look the part you want to play in life. Caring for your appearance is masculine.
Exactly. And that leads right into day 10, the power of presence, building on appearance.
The idea that presence is felt before words or actions, on a spiritual level or vibrations.
Yeah, suggests it's more than just body language. Links it to why some think leaders are born, not made, stronger, natural signals.
And connects presence to mind-body alignment. Healthiest mind plus healthiest body. Healthiest spirit.
Which sends the strongest vibrations, enabling a greater sphere of influence.
It introduces practical concepts. Command voice and command presence.
Speaking and moving to signal control, basically. Challenge, hashtag 10 outlines specifics.
Like posture, straighter, hip tilt, chest out, shoulders back.
Voice. Speaking from the chest for resonance, using force and inflection, not just volume.
Eyes. Maintain contact longer, show engagement, not intimidation.
Movements. Deliberate, controlled, not spazzy, comfortable taking space, no nervous fidgeting.
And speech. Speak only when valuable, treat words like currency, no stuttering, believe your message.
The wrap-up is, looking good isn't enough. Fill the clothes, fill the body with masculine movement and speech. Develop traits so people respect you before they know you. Radiate those vibes.
Okay, intense. From external presence, it shifts back inside. Emotional depth.
Deeply. Day 11 introduces negative visualization, drawing from Stoicism and what the author calls red pill thinking.
The core idea. In order to truly appreciate what you have, you must lose it.
And it's a powerful, potentially painful exercise. You're told to vividly picture losing loved ones, wife, kids.
The guide doesn't hold back on details. Accidents, caskets, silence, smells gone.
No, it wants you to feel the emotions. Lump in throat, sadness, rage, breathing lungs.
But then the crucial step is
Now bring them back. Feel the relief, the gratitude, appreciate their specific qualities.
the author shares a personal story about this, almost crying, then immediate appreciation.
Yeah, kissing foreheads, not taking moments for granted since.
And it extends beyond family. Job, parents, house, money.
Face those scenarios mentally. Plan responses. Builds resilience, appreciation.
Then day 12 tackles releasing grudges, using that intense analogy.
Holding onto a grudge is like drinking rat poison and then waiting for the rat to die. Visceral.
The focus is internal release. Think deeply, then dispel them. Anger disguised as fuel is toxic cancer.
It breaks down common grudge areas. First, lies. Anger at society for the nice guy idea.
Yeah, it says it's futile, nobody cares, it's your fault for buying in, let it go, or it will erode any growth.
Next, work. Hating your job, feeling trapped. Says companies want max workman pay, you owe them nothing.
Get resumes ready, seek better options, even if it's a pay cut for less stress. Pursue your dream.
Then cheating. Yours or hers. If you stayed, you prioritize the relationship, so.
You are no longer allowed to hold it over her head. No guilting. Either get over it or end it. Stark.
Very. Both must agree to move forward or break up. If you cannot get over what she did, then let her go.
And finally, regret. Obsessing over glory days, feeling used to be somebody.
Guide says that comes from not being somebody now. Release recurring regrets. Married too young, too passive, missed shot. That thought only comes when feeling low.
The overall principle on grudges, if someone's worthy, get over it. Free your mind from shackles of hate.
Following these emotional deep dives, it brings in another heavy motivator. Mortality.
Day 13, Memento Mori, reminder of death. Framed with that quote.
Every man will die 2 deaths. Once, when his heart stops beating, again when his name is spoken for the last time.
It challenges you directly. Died today, what regrets? Who needs an apology? How long's your legacy?
Author says he thinks of death daily, unlike most.
Presents mortality not as morbid, but as a motivator. How can you appreciate life or grind hard without awareness of limited time?
Challenge hashtag 13 is writing a dying wish letter to yourself, asking 3 objective questions.
1. Regret left undone if you died tonight. 2. Wish you'd done more. 3. Were excuses valid?
The stated intent is blunt. To wake you the fuck up to the fact that you are going to die. Living takes work, commitment, effort.
Actions before death are your choice, so better start living that great life now.
The perspective. Death is a gift. Limited time fuels intense living. Appreciate everything, pain, nature, child's voice, because you might not get it again.
Life is fleeting. Seize it. Intense. Then day 14, the halfway point, offers a breather. The view.
Yeah, after all that intensity, the idea is don't get so caught up in the grind you're only looking at your feet.
Instead, stand tall, face the world, pause the march, look to your left and right, soak in the views of what you've accomplished.
Acknowledge progress, feel the pride earned.
And this is for your masculine self inside, not external accolades.
Right, relax, review, then get ready to march forward again, energized by seeing how far you've come.
Okay, after that reflection, day 15 revisits the start. Why did you start?
Asks you to look back at that day 1 commitment. Why might some have failed already? Justifying failure is common.
Reiterates masculinity should be the default, even when routine gets messed up.
This leads into a really significant section on family leadership on day 19, a core principle here.
Your wife and children perform to the standard you accept, not the one you expect.
And they follow your example, not your advice. Big one.
Puts the burden of performance on the man. If family isn't meeting expectations, look inward. Did you allow this?
The man's role. Provide a strong masculine presence who holds a high bar for himself and leads by example. Your actions disrupt the status quo. Build trust.
Uses the ship analogy. You're the captain of your ship and the entire family is your crew. Work together.
Suggests practical steps. Sit down with kids about expectations, reading, workouts, learning. Talk with wife about budget, vacations, cutting expenses to be less job dependent.
The point isn't just giving orders. Move around, help, inspire, correct. Share the map, the mission, the standard. Families rise together.
Day 20 then shifts focus to preparation and skill sets.
Emphasizes assessing where you lack knowledge skills to keep yourself ahead of any potential mishap.
Right. Become a Swiss Army knife of men. Skills and equipment. It's better to have and not need than need and not have, mentions his Jeep example.
Suggests specific skills. Changing a tire, fighting, cooking, locating first aid fire extinguisher fast, swimming, CPR.
How to learn. Classes, tests, YouTube. Straightforward.
Critiques the movie mindset, thinking you can do things without training.
Calls it cognitive dissonance. The counter. Every single day is that day. You might need the skill. Use time wisely now.
Okay, moving into the final stretch. Focus intensifies on confrontation and boundaries.
Definitely. Day 22 revisits standards. There are standards now. People must perform for your time attention, just as you perform for your roles.
Argues not enforcing boundaries means you signal no value. Not enforcing consequences means poor performance is okay.
Labels aversion to conflict as weak. You must address it directly. Acknowledges this will rub people the wrong way, so be it.
Failing to handle that friction is weak and completely unacceptable.
The call to action. Choose to directly confront the issue and draw a boundary which you will defend.
Apply to family friends. Kids' bad grades, your failure to lead. Wife not supporting new habits, maybe resentment from past weak fuck behavior, his words.
You decide if she's worth the time and energy. Intimacy issues. Analyze. Solve. Says you should be having sex daily unless you don't want it that often. Stop accepting wife as just a friend.
Reinforces the message. Raise our standard and stop avoiding the confrontation with loser friends, shitty kids, and a prudish wives.
Acknowledges it's tough, especially 3 weeks in. Partner should be seeing positive changes ideally, but presents a stark choice.
The purpose of this program is to save you, not your marriage.
If she won't adapt, you can't sacrifice your growth. Decide if the relationship is worth more time.
Final point on confrontation. Face these moments with your shoulders back and eyes forward. No going back to conforming.
And the guide keeps pushing limits, physically and spiritually.
Day 23. Run for your life. Run at 100% until your heart feels like it will explode. Brutal.
Author shares his own intense experience. Feeling spiritual, near death, pulse in teeth, lungs burning, ears swollen. Loved it.
Purpose isn't just physical. It's feeling max effort, breaking perceived limits, never as far as it should be.
Yes. Links it to societal comfort. No real fear of death. People rarely exert fully. Feeling near collapse deepens appreciation for life, body's capability. You have more to give.
And when you give more, you'll get more.
Okay.
Then day 28, primal release.
Harnessing the masculine spirit. Similar idea to the run, but internal focus.
Says constantly containing ourselves stifles the soul, causes it to atrophy. Need for release.
Challenge, #28 activities. A masculine, barbaric battle cry.
Hitting something as hard as possible, pillow, heavy bag, tub of water, using all of your force.
And listening to binaural beats for 5 minutes straight, no distractions, lose yourself in the sound.
Goal is replicating battlefield euphoria. Shout, laugh, sing, release energy, feel spiritually alive.
Achieve warrior monk, state harness both savage release and spiritual calm.
Okay, another central theme revisited is authenticity, day 24.
Uses a Heraclitus reference. Critiques modern online personas, being anything online from your basement.
Calls out inauthenticity directly. Amplifying stories, claiming unearned feeds, half-assing challenges.
Says you're only cheating yourself.
The cost is hating the face in the mirror. Pride from shallow completion is empty. Self-loathing grows.
Consequence is dire. When you aren't living your authentic message, the lies will absolutely destroy you. Fear of exposure, covering tracks, mental toll.
The alternative presented is the author's approach. I live what I write, sharing failures and successes. Honesty prevents erosion.
Urges you to take pride in who you are now. Be true to yourself throughout this. Do it for you.
Connects back to Heraclitus. Become the man who brings others back by being your own man, not copying greatness from within.
Living your life, sharing your message connects. Smile genuinely in the mirror.
Building on that, day 29 is finding your mission. Says nobody else can tell you your calling.
Suggests asking yourself deep questions. What keeps you up? Makes you insert yourself versus observe. Makes brain hurt, heart pound, blood boil.
Purpose is identifying something to take a stand for, a mission to march towards, even when nobody else supports you. Something bringing peace to your soul. Pure accomplishment.
Makes a crucial, maybe controversial point. Your family cannot be your mission.
Why not?
Argument is, if they're the sole mission prize, you risk sacrificing your authentic needs for what you think is best for them. Stop being masculine. They walk the path with you, not are the path.
Concluding thought. Work towards finding that dedication. Invest time, energy. Enter the arena. Put on your armor like a gladiator. Engage your mission.
Closely related, meaning what you say, day 25.
Starts with the classic phrase, A man is only as good as his word.
Critiques widespread lip service without action. Back to acta, non-verba. Deeds, not words, are how people judge you.
Asks pointed questions. How many times told wife, child, yourself you'd do X but didn't? Fix something, do something with kids, commit to a goal.
Challenge is blunt. Sack up and follow through. Busy, tired aren't valid excuses for neglecting leader duties.
Connects it to respect. How can family see you as the rock if you don't follow through?
Call to action. Show them through your actions that you're a changed man. Be dependable, get shit done. Set a better example than talking a lot and doing very little.
Applies it to the wife. She doesn't want to nag.
Mm.
Something she has to do with the kids, not her adult husband. Stop forcing her into mother role if you want. Love her.
Summary. Your word should mean something to others. Show the world you do what you say.
Challenge. Hashtag 25 is practical. List things you said you'd do. Rank easy to hard. Start knocking them out.
Reading to kids, fixing shower, building shelves, date night examples. Become a man whose word is good as gold. Reputation for action precedes him.
Okay, bringing us towards the end. Day 30 reinforces core ideas. Day 31 looks ahead.
Exactly. Day 30 reiterates, nobody's coming to save you. You're walking this path alone. And you are the problem. You are also the solution.
Day 31 talks about removing anchors, people holding you back.
Friends, family, coworkers resisting your change. Guide's stance is blunt. Make them aware they improve or get cut. Masculine men have no time to cater to the weak.
Standards exist. If they don't measure up, they aren't worthy of your time and attention.
Core message for the road ahead. Embrace discomfort. Find comfort in the discomfort of being a masculine man in a weak society.
Comes with acknowledging potential isolation. You'll never fit in with 95% of the people you interact with.
You'll see through facades, know their feelings are repressed.
Suggests genuine connection. Discussing real shit will mostly be only when you are in the presence of a fellow masculine man. Recommends creating communities.
Maybe a masculine corner in the web.
Program concludes affirming the transformation. You're a changed man, you see the strings, and you've experienced the joy which was beaten out of you as a boy.
You know life's purpose, the heights that most are missing. There's no coming back from that.
Okay, so let's try to synthesize the key takeaways from this deep dive into 31 days to masculinity. It starts with accepting radical self-responsibility.
You're the source of your problems and your solutions. Period.
Builds transformation through rigorous daily discipline. Challenges designed to rewire mindset through action.
Deeds over words. Acta, non-verba.
Pushes you to break routine, prioritize experiences over stuff, embrace minimalism for mental clarity.
Clear the physical and mental clutter. Absolutely.
Critical element. Inner connection through deliberate solitude. Listening to your genuine self.
Which the guide sees as vital to the spiritual aspect of masculinity.
Get strategic about time and money, cut the vampires. Raise standards everywhere.
Maintain intensity in every life compartment. No excuses.
External presentation is reframed as masculine. Care for appearance, cultivate command presence.
Project confidence, earn respect before you speak.
Emotional strength forged through intense practices. Negative visualization, releasing grudges.
View grudges as toxic. Face potential loss to appreciate the present.
Mortality, memento mori, becomes daily fuel. Balanced with pausing to appreciate the view of progress.
Use limited time as motivation, but also acknowledge how far you've come.
Leadership firmly in the home. Family standards reflect the man's example. Guide your crew.
Be the captain. Share the mission.
Preparation and skills are paramount. Become a Swiss Army knife, ready for anything.
Because the need could arise every single day.
Confrontation and boundaries are necessary strength. Face conflict, even if it means reassessing relationships.
Don't shy away from difficult conversations or decisions.
Physical and spiritual limits tested. Extreme exertion, primal release.
Break barriers, connect with a deeper, maybe more savage core.
Authenticity is foundational. Reject fake personas. Be true to yourself. Find your mission.
A mission distinct from, but walked alongside your family. And underlying it all, align word with deed. Be dependable. Let actions speak.
The transformation described is profound. From passive and constrained to intentional, disciplined, authentic, leading by example.
And the source is clear. This isn't just 31 days. These principles are for life. It's something you have to earn it every day.
You know, this guide really hammers home that becoming this authentic masculine man means finding comfort in discomfort.
And accepting you probably won't fit in with the majority. It even suggests finding peers who get it might require seeking out specific communities.
So consider what that truly means for you. What does it actually look like to live authentically, hold your standards, pursue your mission?
When you know many people, maybe even in your current circle, might not understand or appreciate the path you're on, how do you navigate that potential isolation while staying true?
Staying true to the man you've become, based on these principles we've just unpacked.
Definitely something to mull over. How do you live that out in the real world?